Namaste. This is Surabhi, your master teacher of chemistry at Vedanta. Welcome to Sprint Alchemy. So this is our fifth session of Sprint Alchemy series for ICSE class 10 students, and today we will be discussing some very important questions on the chapter Analytical Chemistry, and here are the topics which will be covered. Analysis: action of sodium hydroxide on salt solutions, action of ammonium hydroxide on salt solution, action of alkalis on metals and metal oxides. So this is the schedule of Sprint Alchemy. So this is our fifth session. As I told you, we are already done with 3 chapters. So if you have not watched the previous sessions, go back and do watch it. And yes, if you are a new student or new to the channel, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and everybody click the like button, share this video with your friends, and click on the bell icon so that you will be notified whenever I'm live or premiering the videos. Thanks in advance. Success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. So success is not a destination, it's a journey, right? It's rather a journey. And waking up every morning, even moving around, trying to fulfill these daily tasks is success, right? I want you to believe that you're already successful. You already are. And that determination to pursue happiness, to sit and dream, that means you already are successful. So these small things is what success is. It's not okay, like at the end of the journey you will get something like a trophy. Success is not that. It's just the journey, and I want you to enjoy every moment of your life, because that's what a successful person would do. So here is our first question. The salt which in solution gives a pale green precipitate with NaOH solution and a white PPT with barium chloride solution. Okay. So obviously BaCl2 plus it should have sulfate, right? So that you will get BaSO4, which is a white precipitate. And the salt which in solution gives a pale green precipitate. We all know Fe2 plus gives that pale green precipitate. So if I combine both, so Fe2 plus and SO4 minus 2, I'll get FeSO4, that is iron 2 sulfate. So option B will be the right answer. You got it what I did? So because what they have told us, so it will give a green precipitate with sodium hydroxide. You will get FeOH twice, which is pale green in color. And when it is made to react with barium chloride, barium sulfate will be formed, which is white in color. So obviously the compound should have sulfate ion and Fe2 plus. So the answer is iron-2 sulfate. So this is for 1 mark. Easy peasy, no? Yes. So question number 2. Name the probable cations present in the following observations. White precipitate insoluble in NH4OH but soluble in NaOH, blue colored solution. See, when PbOH twice is formed, it does not dissolve in ammonium hydroxide, but in NaOH, yes, it does. And when it comes to blue color, whenever it is blue color, it is related to copper. So they have asked only for the cations, not the compound. So Pb2 plus and Cu2 plus is the answer. You understood? You got the point? So blue colored solution, it's copper, and a precipitate which is insoluble in ammonium hydroxide but soluble or dissolves in NaOH is lead, Pb2 plus. So that's how we differentiate, no? So again, this is for 1 marks. Question number 3. Name the metal hydroxides which are insoluble, soluble in caustic soda solution, ammonium hydroxide solution. Okay, so which are insoluble? First is caustic soda, that is NaOH. So we just said, I just told you PbOH twice, it dissolves, whereas in case of ammonium hydroxide, it does not, it is insoluble, no? So NaOH solution means zinc hydroxide, lead hydroxide, they dissolve, whereas ferric hydroxide, it does not. So here let me explain the question again. So insoluble, soluble. So NaOH mein which hydroxides are insoluble or dissolves. That's what you have to tell. And ammonium hydroxides mein the metal hydroxides which are soluble, which are insoluble. You just have to name. So as this is for 2 marks, so 1 will be enough. So here we have given you 2 metal hydroxides. If you write 1, that would be enough. Coming to ammonium hydroxide, COH twice, zinc hydroxide is soluble, whereas insoluble is PbOH twice. Then iron hydroxide, you can write any. So this has to be small. So it's about the hydroxides which dissolves in ammonium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide solution, or which is insoluble in ammonium or NaOH solution, because these are the 2 we will be focusing on. That's it. These are the only 2 solutions we are talking in this particular chapter. So you should know this topic, that is, the metal hydroxides which dissolves or which is insoluble. Question number 4. What do you observe when freshly precipitated aluminium hydroxide reacts with caustic soda? So aluminium hydroxide, AlOH thrice plus NaOH. So what do you think will be the reaction? So AlOH thrice, NaOH, you will get sodium aluminate along with the formation of water. Okay, so AlOH thrice plus caustic soda, that is sodium hydroxide, you will get white salt of sodium meta-aluminate. So this is what it is, along with the formation of water. So what do you observe? See, even with Al2O3 plus NaOH, you will get the same product now, that is aluminium oxide. With hydroxide also you will get the same product, that is sodium aluminate plus water. They have asked you to write the equation. Make sure the equation is balanced. Let's just check. 3 plus 1, 4 hydrogen I have, 4, okay, done. Aluminium, okay, done. Yeah, it's balanced. So next is question number 5. How will you distinguish NH4OH solution from NaOH solution? Okay, so you can take calcium here. So calcium hydroxide precipitate will be formed with NaOH. Okay, so when you take any calcium salt like calcium nitrate, when it is made to react with sodium hydroxide, you will get CaOH twice, which is a white precipitate. But with ammonium hydroxide, it won't give any precipitate, because there are no enough amount of OH minus ion, that is hydroxyl ion, to precipitate the calcium. So that is the reason with NaOH, calcium salt will give calcium hydroxide, which is a white precipitate, but with ammonium hydroxide there won't be any formation of precipitate even when you add excess of ammonium hydroxide. So this is how you can distinguish ammonium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide solution. But let me read. So I have just explained what is it. So how to write the answer? Here it is. So ammonium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide can be distinguished by using calcium salts. For example, take calcium nitrate. On addition of sodium hydroxide to calcium nitrate, white precipitate of CaOH twice will be obtained. So when you add excess of NaOH, no, it won't dissolve. But see, on addition of ammonium hydroxide, so the calcium hydroxide occurs even with the addition of no precipitation. So no precipitation of CaOH twice occurs even when you add excess of ammonium hydroxide, because the OH minus ion produced, it's not enough to precipitate the calcium hydroxide. Because we know, right, ammonium hydroxide is a weak base, whereas sodium hydroxide is a strong base, it's a strong alkali. So there will be complete dissociation. So the number of hydroxyl ions will be more. Want to join us, gain 100% knowledge and score 100% marks? But how? Why? How is it possible where you can get knowledge and score also? So if once you are a pro subscriber, once you take up the pro subscription, you will have the access to unlimited live classes with fun quizzes. Yes, you will be competing with the students all over the world. So look at the competition, which is very, very important. Right? You should not restrict ourselves to a state or a country, so that you will know where you stand out and how can you improve yourself, because we will be there to guide you throughout your journey. Interactive replays with live quizzes and leaderboards. So even if you couldn't watch the session, go back and watch the replay. You can play the quiz there as well. premium downloadable content. That is, you will get the handwritten notes of the master teachers after every session. Assignments will be shared with you, and very, very important, it will be in-class doubt solving. That means regularly in a class there will be one teacher and some set of students, but here we will have class teachers who will ensure that all of your doubts are instantly solved. Sounds good, right? So why don't you get the pro subscription and check it out for yourself? So less is more. So there is this amazing offer going on, that is, you will be getting 50% off up to 1,500 rupees, and it's a limited period offer. So check out the link which is in the description and in the pinned comment. Use the coupon code SURPRO. See, per price, if you use the coupon code, you will get it for 1349. So 2000 ka, you will be getting it only for 1350 rupees. So more number of classes, so per class you will be paying only 3.3 rupees. Leave about less. You won't even get like 3 rupees mein kya milta hai abhi? But you will get knowledge. So question number 6, what do you understand by the following? Analysis, qualitative analysis, reagent, precipitation. So this is for 3 marks and you have to write the definition of these terms. So analysis is basically the determination of the chemical components in a given substance. Right, I want to know what are the ions present in it, what is the quantity of that particular component in that substance. So that is what is analysis. I'm analyzing that substance because I want to know what is there. And when it comes to qualitative in analysis, we have 2 types, quantitative, qualitative. So qualitative is about you are just identifying what are present. Identifying. So I have just given you, okay, take this Sudarshan. Tell me what are the ions, different radicals present in this compound. So this is qualitative analysis. Quantitative is you will determine the percentage. Acha, so carbon ka itna percentage hai and oxygen is this much. No, we are not bothered about the percentage, the amount. So here it's about quality. What are the different substances present in that given compound? What are the different radicals present? So that is what is qualitative analysis, the analysis which involves the identification of the unknown substances in a given sample. Analysis is, see, there's a difference. Analysis may, we are just it's a general definition, the determination of chemical components. I don't know what this compound is, I want to know what are the different components present and how much. So both quality and quality. Coming to the reagent, reagent is a substance which reacts with the other substance. That is what is a reagent. So precipitation is a type of reaction or a process when 2 liquids are made to react together. You will get an insoluble solid, so which is called a precipitate. So this is what is precipitation. It's a process or it's a reaction, right? So these are the 4 terms which you have to know, and it is kind of easy. So you don't have to use the same words, but make sure the meaning remains the same. So question number 7, write the probable color of the following salts. Ready? Let's do it together, people. Ferrous. See, ferric, ferrous are different, na? So ferrous salts will be pale green in color. Very good. Ammonium, colorless. Cupric, blue. Calcium, colorless. I mean white. Aluminium salt, colorless. Okay, so when I say colorless, that means it is white. So ferrous salt, light green. Ammonium salt, colorless. Cupric, blue. Calcium, colorless. Aluminium salt, colorless. So question number 8 is, what is observed when hot concentrated caustic soda solution is added to zinc and aluminium? Okay, so NaOH plus zinc, NaOH plus aluminium plus water. So what are the products? See, you won't be getting zinc hydroxide here. So zinc is replacing hydrogen, not sodium. Please do not get confused. So you will get Na2ZnO2 plus hydrogen gas, and here it will be NaAlO2 plus hydrogen. So it's not balanced. I suppose 4. So I need to write 2 here. So 3 2s are 6, 2, 2, 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 2 6, so hydrogen is balanced. Aluminium, sodium is balanced now. So 2, 2, 4, 2 2s are 4. Yes, it's balanced now, right? So the equation is balanced. So when caustic soda, that is NaOH, is made to react with zinc and aluminium, you will get sodium zincate and sodium aluminate along with the evolution of hydrogen gas. So they have asked you to balance it. So make sure the equation is balanced. So next question, you're provided with 2 reagent bottles marked A and B, one of which contains ammonium hydroxide solution and the other contains NaOH solution. How will you identify them? So the same question, similar kind of question was asked in maybe the second or third one, right? So they were there, it was a direct question where they had asked you to distinguish between ammonium hydroxide and sodium hydroxide. Here the same test. Take any calcium salt. So with NaOH, white precipitate will be formed of calcium hydroxide, but with ammonium hydroxide, even on adding of excess ammonium hydroxide, there won't be any precipitation. That's the answer. Woohoo! Let's see. This is very interesting. Distinguish by adding sodium hydroxide solution and ammonium hydroxide. Okay. So basically you will get the same precipitates most of the case में. Calcium salt solution and lead salt, lead nitrate and zinc nitrate, copper salt, ferrous salt, Fe2 plus salt solution, Fe3 plus, ferrous nitrate, lead nitrate. So here let me tell you, so the type, even though it is white precipitate, there will be difference in their texture. Okay, so one, for example, zinc का होगा gelatinous and lead will be chalky white, and calcium is normal white precipitate, and copper, so obviously blue precipitate. Fe2 plus hoga green and Fe3 plus will be reddish brown. So that's all you have to write. Okay, so sodium hydroxide on reaction with calcium salt gives a milky white precipitate, while that of lead, it gives a chalky white precipitate. So there is difference. Once you actually do this analysis, you will get to know the difference between chalky and the milky and the gelatinous PPT. So second one is sodium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide on treating it with lead nitrate and zinc nitrate. With lead nitrate, you will get white precipitate. With zinc, as I told you, gelatinous precipitate will be formed. C, with copper sulfate, you will get blue colored precipitate. Ferrous sulfate के साथ मिलेगा आपको pale green color precipitate of ferrous hydroxide. Fe2 plus, here you will get dirty green, whereas Fe3 plus it will form reddish brown precipitate. FeOH twice, dirty green. FeOH thrice, reddish brown. The last one is ferrous nitrate and lead nitrate. So ferrous ammonium hydroxide on reaction with lead nitrate, you will get chalky white insoluble. With ferrous nitrate, you won't get any precipitate. Ferrous nitrate, it won't give any precipitate. So this is it about analytical chemistry. So we have covered all these topics: analysis, action of sodium hydroxide on salt solutions, action of ammonium hydroxide on salt solution, action of alkalis on metals and metal oxides. So that is ammonium hydroxide. So here let me just tell you again, so you should know the color of precipitates. See, the color of the precipitates still remains the same, right? Copper, blue, Fe2 plus, green, Fe3 plus, brown, reddish brown. So this is something it should be etched in your mind. And then, so which precipitate dissolves on addition of excess of NaOH and ammonium hydroxide? So how do you distinguish two different compounds? So that is something you have to work on. So this chapter has even though it seems easy, it is, but you need to practice a lot here, because the equations, it's completely filled with reactions. No, you should know what happens when I add this and that. So what is the reaction, what kind of precipitate is being formed. So please practice really hard. Here is your homework question. How will you distinguish lead carbonate and zinc carbonate in solution? So you have zinc carbonate and lead carbonate. So how will you distinguish? Take any reagent and figure it out. Let me know the answer in the comment section. So next session will be on 22nd Feb 8 p.m. on mole concept and stoichiometry. So today's session was on analytical chemistry, and the previous session, which was premiered on 21st, was study of acids, bases and salts. So if you have not watched yet, go, and I'm reminding you again, so if you want to take up the pro subscription, because this is the right time, you will be getting 50% off PP. Use the coupon code SURPRO. The link is available in the description and in the pinned comment. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you have liked the session already now. Otherwise, do it, give it a thumbs up, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you are here for the first time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.